Good morning. Today is Friday the 18th of July and I've been busy. I took a little break after the creep on June, 30 days of making something every day, and I've taken a break, but I'm back and I am now thinking or planning or scheming my Lord of the Rings journal. Now I don't know if it's going to be a journal in the true sense of a journal, or whether it's going to be a book that looks as if you could find it in Middle Earth, or whether it is a Tolkien fan's journal. I don't know. I really don't know. But in the meantime, I've picked up the ring. Yes, it is the ring. I won't put it on because I'll just disappear, obviously. So I've got myself a ring which I'm going to use as a bookmark. Sorry, there's a bird outside my window doing really weird things. Oh well, I think it's okay. Right, back to Lord of the Rings. I have obviously got Alan Lee's sketchbook, the fantastic Alan Lee. Oh God, I wish I could do this. Oh, I wish I could do this. Anyway, I have that to inspire me, or I don't know, frighten me away. I'm not sure which way round that is. But he's just so great. Anything you do is just going to be rubbish in comparison, isn't it? But I'm going to do my best. I'm not going to give in. I mean, because I can't draw or paint or anything. But I'm going to try. And with that in mind, I did some watercolour. These are sketches. They're nothing more than a sketch. They're just the palest of palest watercolour sketches, just to get an idea of what I might be capable of with a little bit of practice and time. That is, you know, the guy that says, no, you're not coming into my kingdom statue. I don't know what it's called. I love Lord of the Rings, but I can't remember all the names of everything. I'm too old. I can't remember my own name sometimes. But anyway, he's that great big statue that stands there saying, turn back. All is not safe. And that's just like a sketchy sort of building-y thing. But anyway, and these are just watercolour splotches that I might use as, I don't know, I may sketch onto these. It gives it a bit more depth and it might help cover up any inconsistencies in my drawings. And let's face it, there's going to be a lot of those. That one's really pale. But anyway, this one is sort of inspired by the Shire. And I thought maybe I could draw a little road, little houses on the hill. These would be trees. These could be little, I don't know, stone walls. Did they have stone walls? I'm sure they did. Anyway, they're going to have them in this. So yeah, they're just a few little watercolour sketch, scribbles, whatever. Oh, I'm really not feeling myself today. I had a tooth out this week and it's paining me. Not terribly, but it's just sore. And it sort of gives you the hump, doesn't it? Things like that. I'm going to the dentist. Oh. Anyway, onwards to the Shire. Right, next. I tried a new technique of making paper and it was a disaster. Well, I think it was a disaster because I didn't use a good enough paper to withstand the the rigours of being soaked and then sprayed and then crumpled up and then dried and then uncrumpled. It just sort of fell apart, although, isn't that lovely? Oh, that's so pretty. That's so lovely. But the weird thing is that, okay, so I dunked these into a tea and coffee mix, and then I sprayed them with Tim Holtz oxide sprays or distress sprays, and I used loads of browns, loads and loads of browns, all different browns, and I didn't get a single brown. Everything turned grey or yellow or pink. See, look, that's really bright, isn't it? Didn't use a colour resembling that at all. But this side is quite nice, the greys. But I never used grey. I wanted browns. Anyway. And I did actually manage to get some blues to stay blue. But on the other side you can still see how it went yellow. And it falls apart. However, I don't think it'll be too much of a problem for what I want to use it for. I actually quite like this one. It looks like there's a picture in there, doesn't there? What's that thing where they ink blot things and they test your mentality or whatever they like to call it? I don't know, but it sort of reminds me of that. But I like that a lot. Some are more successful than others. That's not very successful. No idea what happened with it. This one's quite nice. It came out rather opally. He looks like an opal. Lavenders, blues. Really nice, actually. You can see flowers in there. Can you see flowers and things? Oh, pareidolia. It's really going to take flight with this lot. Oh, I can see all sorts in there. But yeah, these are my papers. That one's very opalescent looking. But on the back, they're all like this. All yellow. Yellow and grey. So, yeah, quick flick. I do like that one. I mean, some of these sort of, I mean, this one reminds me of like the leaves of Lothlorien. So I could definitely use that. I mean, that's just a natural occurrence. I didn't plan that. So I will be using these in my Lord of the Rings journal. I'll call it a journal for now, even if it ends up just being a book. But I am aiming for not using as many mass-produced images or ephemera. Or I'm trying very hard to make something a bit more unique. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve that. But I thought that if I could start by just dyeing papers and just using them, I mean, that's something, isn't it? Because everything's so unique. Whenever you dye your papers, something strange happens. And it's unique to that. So these are a start. But as you can see, they're all grey and yellow and pink. Did manage to get, see, it's slightly blue. It's quite nice. Yeah, so there we go. Very nice, but a bit of a disappointment. I think I might try this again on thicker paper. I think this is just 100 GSM, but it just fell apart. I don't know. I mean, it shouldn't do, should it? But it just really couldn't stand up to the crumpling and uncrumpling. So that's that lot. But I will be using them somehow in the journal. Right, there's my sketches. Right, okay. Oh, I've been practicing hobbitsy writing. Not very successfully, but I do have an italic pen somewhere, and I'm going to dig it out and I'm going to practice it. I don't think I'm going to bother trying to write like the elves, the elvish type writing, because that's just way beyond me. But I think I might manage a Hobbit script. We'll see. All right, now my journal is going to be half an A2 size, so this is the size it's going to be. I want something a bit bigger. I've got this lovely paper. This dyed really well with tea and coffee stain. It just looks like lovely old paper. Oh, I'm so pleased with that. And I did quite a few of the tea dyed, because I want to write in it. I mean, that's the thing. I'm trying not to fill it with loads of ephemera, and if I do, I'm tasking myself with making as much as I can. But yeah, these turned out really nice. I think this was on 140 GSM. So yeah, lots of nice coffee dyes. I can't handle the stuff. It gets. I cut my nails and I can't grip anything. So yeah, these are my lovely tea dye pages. I know I'm waffling. I can hear it. And I've got an extra whiny voice today because of my tooth. Right, okay, concentrate. Now these ones, I love these. These turned out exactly how I wanted them to turn out. Look. So beautiful. I love them, they look like stone. How can fire undo stone? Oh yeah, I'm going to start using all these quotes now from the films. I don't mean to. But anyway, yeah, I used tea coffee mix and I dried it, and then I used mica sprays, and these came out absolutely beautifully. Absolutely gorgeous. So I did quite a few that were these more natural colours, beiges, greys, not too dark. I might have to write on plainer paper and then stick it on and have this as a background. I think it's a bit too busy to write directly on, but I do love it. Oh, and I love this one too. This one, for no apparent reason, did this. But I like it. I really love it. It went all squidgy and runny. Yeah, on that side it didn't. Most odd. I suppose that's the excitement, isn't it, of dyeing your own papers. You never know what you're gonna get. But yeah, I really love them. Oh, this is slightly different. I tried out some shiny blue. I really love this one. I thought I might use the different colour progressions for different parts of the reference to the book or the films, whatever I decide on, you know. And I thought, you know, some dark ones would be nice. Oh look, more pretty stone effect. I hope you can see this. This is really beautiful. I think the trouble with papers, you very rarely get a true representation, don't you, on a camera. The camera wants to make everything look perfect, and of course it's not. But yeah, so these are my natural natural colours, more parchment looking papers. What else has happened? Oh yeah, just all slightly different. This one was nice. It ended up with a sort of border around it, which I was quite pleased with. Don't know why that was. There must have been some paint sitting on the surface that it soaked up. Okay, so I'll get into the darker ones now. Right then, so these are the dark ones, and I thought these could be very nice for when you're heading to Mordor. Not that you want to, but you know, I think these are pretty good for that. See, these colours work absolutely perfectly on this one. I don't know why my smaller papers didn't work out. So here we are, heading to Mordor. Oh, these are the green. I love the green. Possibly use them for, I don't know, when they're in the forest. It's really hard, you know, to decide what you want to do. All over the place. Especially, more so actually. I like this one. This is definitely Mordor. Yes, Mordor. And this is really, oh, I know what happened. I added some black acrylic to the tea and coffee dye, and I got this rather lovely effect. And I have no idea why or how, but I like it. It even looks sort of marbled in places. Got no idea how that happened. That's a bit chaotic, isn't it? Yeah. Here we go. Mount Doom. This is all mica sprays, and I love it. It really is amazing. So yeah, lots of silver. Well, it's more like pewter and copper and red. I'm sure that none of these colours actually look like they did when they went on. I love them. Oh, here we go. Into the green. I think this is definitely into the woods. Oh yeah, I thought I'd try this by putting a border around. So when it's folded, I'll have a little border. But I forgot to do one down the middle. Not to worry. But very pleased with that. But yet again, the browns started to turn yellow. And I just can't work out why that is. Very nice, but you know. And this went a really, really weird tan colour. And I didn't make any effort to make it different. Oh yeah, I tried putting some acrylic onto this one. I mixed it in with the tea and coffee. Not sure about it, but I suppose it's, you know, once you've got things on there, it's not going to notice. But I'm really intrigued how this colour combination happened. No idea how that happened at all. It's nice and drippy. So you can see how the brown became yellow on the back. I don't understand. Anyway, Oops. So I have got stacks of papers of all descriptions for my Lord of the Rings journal, or not journal. Still haven't made my mind up. And I'm getting quite a stack of them, and I really have to stop because I keep wanting to try out different techniques and things, and you know, make a bit of an effort to be more individual rather than just, you know, buying things or printing things out. I want it to be, I think I'm going to go down the route of it looks like you could find it in Middle Earth, rather than putting lots of photos, printouts of like The Hobbit and things, and using images from the films and the books. I don't know. Most of it is going to have to rely on my level of expertise, which I can tell you is really low. So, I'm not sure. So, apologies for the waffling and weirdness. It's Friday, it's hot, I've got a sore mouth, and I'm rather tired. Anyway, have a great weekend everyone, and I'll be back very soon with my werewolf journal walkthrough and more of an update on this. Oh, and I made faux leather paper. It's fantastic. I made it, and then I used it and gave it to someone for a birthday present, in a book, obviously, not just a bit of paper. Yeah, I made a book for someone, so I don't have any to show you, but it's fantastic. But I'm going to make it again and use it as a cover for this. But it's fantastic. It's so simple, but it just takes time, that's all. Okay, thank you everyone. Love you, bye.